I've set out to find if on demand content from services like Netflix and YouTube are the future of entertainment, and if the TV and film industry will be able to compete with these services that are offering content that can be accessed anytime by the viewer. To get some insight into the industry, I set up an interview with media lecturer Jeff Harper to find out his thoughts and opinions on the state of the industry and where he sees media in the near future.
Media content has gone up considerably in its amount over the years, and obviously the internet has changed the whole way that we consume as audiences now. When you think about on-demand and online subscription, things like Netflix and what have you, the consumer now tends to have more control. And therefore, they're not told when to watch something and at what time. There's literally a release date, and then audiences then can access whenever they like.
As Netflix is one of the biggest content providers in the world, I decided to look into the platform to see what information I could find. Netflix is currently the biggest provider of on-demand streaming content in the world. For £7 a month, you can get unlimited access to the huge catalogue of content that is accessible wherever and whenever you want. Since the rise in popularity of Netflix in recent years, more and more high-budget TV series are being released on the platform in full before they are broadcasted on TV, bypassing the schedule which TV stations still use. This ability to access the shows you want to watch wherever and whenever means that less and less people are watching shows on TV, and this is having a big impact on the industry, and soon it may mean that TV and film won't be around.
Will TV and film still be around in 10 years or so? I hope so. I very much appreciate the traditional setup of television. Is it important in terms of broadcasting and scheduling? Not so sure. But yeah, I think there still will be, those traditional genres of perhaps, soap operas, sitcoms, reality TV. Yeah, I think there needs to be those specific genres. Whether they'll be housed on a broadcast, that's the thing I think that will go. They will be on the internet.
In recent years, there's been an increase in popular TV shows in both America and Britain that have started uploading highlights from their shows and exclusive clips to YouTube. The reason for this is so that they are able to create an audience for their show online. Traditional shows are now leaning more towards putting their content online first so that they can generate a buzz for the show when it's aired on TV. Shows like The Late Late Show with James Corden and Graham Norton's Talk Show are a few examples of TV shows that are adapted to online content.
Films? Unfortunately, I think the future of cinema is very much under question. I think potentially the cinema could go. If they can't find an answer to getting audiences to come in and sit down and collectively join together to watch, because that, of course, isn't happening in homes now. People used to point all their furniture at the TV in the living room. 10 years' time, what are they going to point it at? No idea. Could be back to the fire. I have no idea, because that idea of families sitting down watching television, that is eroding very quickly, and therefore cinema's going the same way.
In the near future, I believe that most of the entertainment we consume will be available online, and all the content will be made available on digital platforms first before they're released to TV and film. Because of this, there will be a big change in the way studios produce and market content for audiences, and they will make the shift from TV and film to online distribution through services like Netflix and YouTube. This could mean that in the next 5 to 10 years, the traditional distribution platforms may die out.